Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Paul's Monday Market Update number 222 for Monday, 20th of April 2026. Hope you're all well. Hope you've enjoyed the weekend. Hope you've enjoyed another interesting end to markets last week and start of this week. Lots for us to talk through and go through as always, and you're very welcome here. If you're joining us for the first time, the Monday Market Update is just that. It is me flying through as much as I can share with you in the next 30 minutes, looking at strength and weakness within FX indices and commodities markets. I look at some charts of interest that you might wish to add to your watch list, and then I look at the live markets themselves. It is not a signal service. It is not trade recommendations. It is just me sharing with you what I'm looking at the moment, which may be of relevance or interest to yourself in your own trading endeavors. As always, you are very welcome here. Just remember that you are always responsible for your own trading decisions. And if you want a little bit more support in your own trading endeavors, you can join the BTP Trader Accountability Group, just helping to build discipline, accountability, and consistency in your own trading endeavors. There's a bit.ly code there, there's a QR code there, or just ping me if you'd like some more insight. Next, we have Boeing. As I said, a lot of aerospace and defense companies this week that are reporting. Those of you who've joined us for the Monday Market Update over the years will know I'm not the massive or not the biggest fan of Boeing in terms of the way they conduct themselves or the way they have managed to really play US pork belly sort of procurement and lobbying. Their strategy has done them very well and has kept them out of an even darker place than they might have been. But there is still focus on Boeing in terms of production qualities, safety scrutiny, etc. They seem to be getting on top of their kind of recovery of cash flow, but as with all of this, it's a little bit of a kind of regulatory oversight that takes the biscuit. What they have done is they have benefited from some of that strong global aircraft demand that has occurred recently. I think Boeing, I would still look these as a risk stock, as in any issues with regulatory issues or safety news issues, they can move Boeing quite aggressively on an intraday basis, and that's why we see some of these quite vicious swings in there. But looking at this at Boeing as the chart, we had pushed to, let's say, recent highs and then printed that really lovely weekly bearish key reversal, drifted our way back, south of recent lows, south of 200, and found support at the weekly 200. Not only did we find support at the weekly 200, but, what we saw there was that a nice bullish engulfing candle, bullish key reversal candle off the 200, back through 200. And over the last couple of weeks, as I said, as a little bit of that end of the war risk on giddiness has pervaded, we have seen it push its way there. And we're back north of 50, closing north of 20. And then they have, as I said, their earnings out before the open on Wednesday. So I'd be watching to see if those numbers support this. For me, it needs to hold up above the 20 and the 50 really for it to be bullish. That's the way I would be looking at. So see what the numbers bring us, and then see basically how we finish this week. Does it give us bullish confidence? Okay, to continue to be on the bull side with Boeing for the moment.